Well, the athletics competition begins today here in London, and for many around the world, the athletics is the Olympics. So we are closely watching Usain Bolt, who was the fastest man in the world, because he is no longer even the fastest man in his own training group. Earlier this year, he actually clocked over 10 seconds. That's his slowest in his running career. So it will be very exciting to see if the Lightning Bolt still has what it takes to be the fastest. But for a moment here in London, Bolt was frozen in time at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. His wax figure unveiled just in time for the Olympic Games. For those in the know, Usain Bolt was a triple gold medalist at the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, and that makes him special. He is the first man in Olympic history to win both the 100 meters and 200 meters event in world record times.
Usain Bolt is one of the most celebrated athletes of its current time, and he has got 5 world championships, 3 Olympic medals under his belt. So we're delighted to honor him, to have him now in the attraction. But more importantly, our guests have requested to see him. So it came up again and again in our research that we currently do. And he is now actually in the attraction. I think he will be a perfect addition to what we have here already.
He is, of course, captured in his trademark pointing stance, which fans are just too quick to imitate for a snapshot or two. So what does Bolt think about his likeness? Well, apparently, he hasn't seen it yet.
Usain has actually not had a chance to come for a sitting because he's been so busy leading up to the Olympics, obviously, and his schedule is really, really busy. However, he and his team have been informed all along the process about every single stage that we have undertaken. They have seen the final figure shots and they absolutely loved it.
Bolt is hotly tipped to win big again in London, so maybe this time he'll get a chance to pose for a picture with himself. Timothy Go, Channel News Asia at the 2012 Olympic Games in London. Well, British Olympic gold medalist and Tour de France champ Bradley Wiggins is putting his fame to good use. He is now calling for an overhaul of road safety laws in the UK to protect cyclists. Just what exactly does he have in mind? Channel News Asia's London correspondent Catherine Drew with this report.
It might seem that Britain has gone cycling mad. Unlike other European countries, support for professional cycling has been modest. Until now, thanks to Bradley Wiggins' victory both in the Tour de France and at the London 2012 Olympics. His gold medal at the time trials make him, at 7 medals, the most successful British Olympian. He's inspiring many fans across the country.
Well, he cycles really fast and that keeps me going, really.
But will this new enthusiasm translate into more cyclists on the roads? Some bike shops are reporting an increased interest in the sport as well as commuter cycling. But dangers on the roads remain present. On Wednesday evening, a cyclist was killed just outside the Olympic Park. Wiggins weighed into the debate about road safety, saying new laws should force cyclists to wear helmets, while they should also take precautions and refrain from listening to music. Some cycling groups said the issue of helmet wearing is a diversion from the real issue of providing safe cycling conditions, including slower traffic and dedicated lanes.
London is by far the most equipped in helmets city I've ever cycled in. That doesn't translate onto safety on road at all. Plenty of cyclists do walk in and want helmet and do wear high vis a lot more than any other city I cycled in. One more time. That doesn't translate onto them being safe on roads.
London's cycling community appears divided over the issue of helmets.
I wear one every day because I think London is really not made for cyclists. It's like a really dangerous city to be in. Someone just got killed last night by an Olympic bus, and like this type of thing, people die all the time on the streets because there aren't proper bicycle lanes. We have to share it with buses, and trucks aren't observant.
You are responsible for yourself. And when you see those cycles just, putting the hand and turning right or left, never look behind, that's the danger. I think people should be educated about the cycling, more programs on TV and stuff.
For now, most cycling enthusiasts are enjoying the Olympics and the prospects of more medals to come. It seems success has inspired many to think about taking up cycling, but warnings about the dangers are ever present.
While Britain may be becoming more like its European neighbours when it comes to appreciating professional cycling, away from the glamour of the sport, it seems that may not translate to a boom in two-wheeled users. Catherine Drew, Channel News Asia, London.
And that's all for me here in London. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Tim. Now you can also get updates on the London Games at our website, channelnewsasia.com/Olympics.